you tell me to do?
I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Just.
Do you have something for supper?
I don't know what to make. So we got to embellish the diet a bit.
What I need is fruit, and I'm telling you from what I was told. I need fruit and plenty of vegetables and a little meat, not a lot of meat.
Okay.
And I can have a dessert.
It was raining when I went outside.
I can have a dessert. I can have some snacks. What I have to do, and this is total, I have to watch myself.
I know that.
So they said to tell my cook that whatever you cook, don't put the salt in it.
I haven't been.
If it's grits and or rice, we'll have to salt it after.
I haven't been.
Okay.
I use a little bit of garlic salt. Can you have garlic salt?
Yeah.
Because that doesn't.
Well, actually, I can have garlic powder, and I have garlic powder and onion powder in there because the garlic is what?
Salt. So anything that says salt, you have to stay away.
It's salt, but it's salt. It's regular salt with the garlic mixed with it. And but the powder is no problem. And I got enough seasonings to satisfy an army.
Well, I could go without salt also.
And you need to. Okay, talk to me.
Alright. First thing I have on the list is look for your income paperwork.
Oh yeah.
So we get to that in a minute. Then look for vehicle/place. Can't do one without the other on that one. As far as going to a buy here, pay here, and financing something or whatever. The problem I've been running into is credit score. The fact that I just filed for bankruptcy, I don't know what we would get back running your stuff. Also being able to do what I need to do without the benefit of you being present in a situation. That being said, we know the truck's going to go by here soon.
Yeah. Could go today.
Well, did they say they were going to come and get it?
Yeah, she's gonna put it through to the proper people and have them get whoever it is they have pick up vehicles.
Okay, well, I would assume that it's going to be on like Donkey Kong for me within the next 2 weeks. Probably next week I will have to go do physicals and COVID test and all that stuff to get sorted. And then I have to go down to the main school board building and get my ID and while we're talking about that, I have to take him home because he has some appointments and stuff. In the process of all this, you're going to be
by myself.
By yourself.
And it can't be helped.
Nothing I can do about it.
No. And
as much as it concerns me and people that I've talked to saying that you don't need to be by yourself and whatnot. I get one thing from one side, I get another thing from another side, like what you said, being in the hospital. Oh yeah, it's okay for you to be in.
I know so.
I'm trying to keep the frustration level as best as I can.
Well,
but it's there, and it's heavily there.
I want you to know that all I'll need to do just get in my chair, go to the bathroom, go to the kitchen, come back to my chair and get back in this one. That's all I'll do during the day unless I have a nurse or a therapist come. It is time or somewhere.
It's raining. We got rain coming, so but now you tell me that you're good. You know, you feeling good and you're alright. So in those processes, maybe you could get up and move around a little more than you're doing. Go get a couple ice every now and then.
Yeah.
You know, just because I'm not going to be here.
Right.
He's probably not going to be here.
Well, that's what I told you. I think get up, go to the kitchen.
You know, I think moving around will do you more good. I speculate because I don't know.
I know.
I've sat here for a month and watched you, and it just seemed like you just, you know,
yeah.
And I have so many people in my ear. I gotta tell you, I'm about to pop.
Yeah.
I'm about to burst. The only thing I know to do is give it to God and try to pray about it as best I can. Boy, this is rough.
I know.
On me.
I know it is.
And in my mind, I'm trying to compartmentalize all this stuff as best I can. You know, I have a house that I'm trying to move. Don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Now I have an opportunity to go back to work and vehicle issues now.
Yeah.
And so, you know, all these things just about broke me.
Let me tell you something. You need to So if you find something that's $1,000 that will work for a while, fine.
You're not gonna find anything decent for that.
And you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I don't know what stuff costs. You do. You know where to buy it.
No. I won't do that.
Okay, but anyway, let me finish. Your part, whatever I said. We have to have a meeting. We have to continue to search for places. And one of the nurses told me yesterday, she said they cannot foreclose on your house. She said, Dr. The president says they can foreclose on your house. Heck, with the governor, it's the president. I said, well, we gotta get out of here. We gotta find us a place. But anyhow, I'll continue to look for us a place. And I'll talk to people. And if nothing else, I'll get Rose to know that. I don't have anybody else. If you're at work, I'll have to depend on her a little bit if she don't mind.
You'll have to talk to her.
I will.
I think she'd be more than happy to you know, do what she can.
Yeah, but she has to sleep because she works nights. But if it's a house that I found and it's over in the Zephyr Hills area, because you still want to live over there, right?
I like to be as close as possible.
To the kids. Well, me too. I got so attached to this one over here. I don't know how I'm going to turn him loose.
Well, he's still a minor and he's got things that he has to do.
Well, I understand that, so I was only teasing Jim's.
I know.
But I'll talk to Rose and see if she will lend me a hand to look in a place if I find a place.
She helped me whenever I was in an apartment, and
I know she did.
But I think she knew she was going to be moving in with me too. So
yeah. Well, she's got a place, so she doesn't need to worry about that. But what we need to do is I have to have help somebody could take me in their car, but I'd still have to sit outside. I wouldn't be able to go in and look. Okay, here we go. The vehicle's got to be priority. Top priority.
It's done.
Because you are going to be without the transportation. If you don't get a vehicle before they call you and tell you to go do all these things. Okay. And then a place to live is going to be hard.
There's issues with that.
With what?
With the vehicle thing. One, I can't drive two vehicles.
No.
Danny said he would be willing to help me, but he's got his deal too, taking his kids to work and whatnot.
Yeah.
If I would have known, I would have been searching long before, but
Well, we kind of did.
I did, but I'm overloaded, so I kind of lose my perspective a little bit.
Yeah. I thought about these things when I was in the hospital with nothing else to do. And find a vehicle, son. Find a vehicle. If Daddy could go with you to where one of you can drive it back, because you're going to have the truck.
For now.
Well, you'll have it probably today, maybe till the first part of next week, but it's going to be gone in probably within 5 or so days. They better be nice to me if they want the keys, otherwise they'll have to make more and they cost a fortune.
Well, consider that it is their fault, so to speak. People, I'm not talking about Ford, I'm talking about the people coming to get it.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the extra keys.
So.
But you can get mine out of my purse. That's fine.
They can have the ones I got.
Yeah. But, anyway, we need to find something to drive.
I could find a decent vehicle for $25,000, $3 grand.
Well, you're going to have to do it.
And just buy it outright.
Yeah, just buy it outright.
And, there's a couple of reasons why I go with the Trailblazer. One,
it's a good vehicle.
I love the one I had.
Yeah.
And I know how to work on it.
And you know that I'll be able to get into it.
That's the other thing. You don't have to go up or down. It's pretty much an even.
And what's Kendra's husband's name?
Larry.
And he said he can get the thing to go in the back so that.
And I don't know how much those cost.
Well, Jim paid $2,500, but he got his from U-Haul. But when I get it, if he can give me paperwork on it, I'll apply to TRICARE to pay part of it.
Okay, well, we're at the point where we're going to have to do what we got to do.
We got to do what we got to do.
Once I get working and get some paychecks rolling in, then maybe I could go get financed for something and have something a little bit better, decent. But for now, I got to be able to get back and forth to it. Because there's going to be, times where I'll have to go into Tampa to the main operations center and, not just based where I'm at. That's just how it works. And I also don't want to be stranded.
No.
Been there, done that. And I would hate to have problems just because I've been on these people for months and months and months and months and months. So, alright, so do it. And that's what it is.
Well, the bills they would be for that.
Well, I don't have to take him home till Monday.
Okay.
And if we don't have a vehicle by then and they take it, she'll have to come get it.
Yeah.
And then he's got his registration, so he'll be gone. He'll be gone.
Yeah, when they're not going back to school.
No, but there's
Still registration.
there's things that he has to do, and he's got, he has to physically go to doctors and whatnot. And, you know the process with school stuff.
I do. Chris,
Yeah, almost done.
will you go and pour the water out of this for me?
In a minute, yeah.
Just put your hand over and pour the water out. Otherwise, my eyes will melt.
All right, so let's move past the vehicle and house
Okay.
situation. All right, so we need to find the income paperwork, but if I'm going to buy something outright, don't really matter. And that's probably what I'm going to have to do.
Yeah.
I may actually go to Zephyrhill. Actually, I might.
Hey.
Yeah, I thought I heard it raining.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's paperwork here that we need to fill out. That I've done as much as I could do on filling it out. That mortgage thing that they sent you, I ain't got the first clue.
I don't worry about it because it's
The one from Dad and those benefits, I have filled out as much as I can fill out.
okay. I want to look at it and then we'll see what else I know of that can be filled out and get it. Yeah.
2 weeks from Sunday.
Yeah. Have you heard from them yet about use the 25th next month?
No, that's another thing I got down there.
Okay.
So make my calls on that. I have to get my bag. I got.
Oh, they don't supply you with the thing there.
No, I have to go to the post office to get it.
Oh, that's right.
And then I got to call the Army so they can set up their,
Yeah.
their honor guard and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
I told Penny about it. I haven't given a tentative date, but I have not communicated anything to the other side. I don't really. I really, I'm just not sure how everybody's going to be. It would kill me for them to fight and all the stuff that I think is going to happen at a memorial service.
Well, I don't think it will. I think that what will take place is that Patty just won't speak to me.
Well, her and Penny may have some things to say to each
Well,
other.
Penny needs to just back off.
Yeah, but she,
I'll talk to Penny because she needs to make sure she back, especially if they come for the memorial service. I mean, they can fight like cats and dogs when the memorial service is over and they've left that cemetery. I don't care. What I care is if they show themselves up there with your dad's vehicle.
yeah, well, I need to get some information on that because if this thing busts wide open and we have a second wave of this virus, guess what? It ain't gonna happen.
I know.
And, I'd rather just hold on to them to where we could have, and they told me, they're well aware. So if we need to delay it, that's fine.
Right.
Whatever. It's on us. It's not on them. I've gotten the information. If we need to delay it, I can make the calls and do,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, Kendra told me that she wanted to. I told her fine.
She was upset with Larry, I guess, yesterday, and he was telling me that he called me and come over here and got the chairs. And I'm like, well, she said, your mom's in the hospital, don't bother him while, this and that. And I've tried to communicate with her, let her know you're home. I haven't heard back, so I don't know. He told me that she's kind of turned into a really, really hard because of what's happened, but that's none of our business.
No.
Um,
She was telling
I've tried my best to communicate with people as best I can. I guess it was people from your office, or I don't know. I don't know where they came from. It was a caseworker or social worker or something like that. And they were talking about the transportation thing, so I don't know how that got, I don't know. She had told me that she had sent it to you, but I don't remember you mentioning
I don't
that.
ever remember getting it.
She said she emailed it to you.
I didn't get it.
So, but I texted her again this morning. Okay, make sure you send me that. No. So, alright, so we're past that part of it. We got dad thing talked about. No. Put that on the list, getting stuff moved into storage or whatever. And I'm just trying to be preemptive because once I go back to work, I will only have weekends to do.
But it's like I told you, I'm gonna hire somebody to move this stuff. I mean, we got heavy stuff.
Okay.
And
I would much rather have a place to move it into
Me
than to
too.
have to move it into storage and then move it from
and
storage
then hire somebody to move it.
into whatever. I like one trip instead of 3 trips.
Yeah, me too, son. Me too.
But I also have to be realistic and you know, not trying to be negative or anything, but the way things are going in this world right now, I have to be realistic with some of these issues and finding a place and whatnot. Because I mean, it ain't a pretty picture out there. It is not a pretty. I went to pick up your stuff, and I'm standing in line. You go check in, put the number in there, and this old woman and her husband were standing behind me, waiting for me. This guy just walks around all of us, goes up to the thing, whatever, and she's like, "Hey, we're in line here. What are you doing?" He didn't even acknowledge, and then it caused a big argument. And I'm thinking to myself, everywhere I go, I'm seeing.
Well, did you deal with this the other day?
At the storage facility.
Yeah.
But I keep that in the back of my mind because I'm about to go into the fire, so to speak.
Yeah.
And working in these schools and being exposed to things, and so as much as I need this opportunity, I still have to think about that and protecting my family and those types of things.
Right.
And for me, it's not going to be as much face to face as it would be, say, a teacher or that type of thing. But I will be in the environment.
Right. And you'll have to wear a mask.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They check, all that stuff.
You gotta check your fever.
Every time you go in or out of the period in the store.
Well, it's better safe than sorry.
So I can't. I've been praying hard for this opportunity. I've got to have it.
I know you got to go back to work. Did you get a haircut?
No, not only that. Why?
Well, the whole front looks like you got a haircut. That has.
Probably the way I called it.
It is.
The 2 schools I'll be working at are Schwarzkopf, which is over in Coolidge Trace by Cheval.
Yeah.
And then Maniscalco, which is on the Road by where we used to.
Yeah.
2 elementary schools. Easy peasy Japanese. Don't get much more cake than that.
Yeah.
And from my experience, I already know what that entails because I will be in an office somewhere. If people have hardware problems, they bring it to me. I don't go to them. Otherwise, any kind of software related stuff I can do remotely sitting in an office all by myself.
Yeah.
and that's the way
You want it,
that's the way they had it set up.
yeah, and that's the way you like it.
I like it like that. I've already talked to my buddy Nick, that still works there, and he was kind of giving me the lowdown about how things are going, and they've had to change some of the protocol.
Because of this, yeah, I understand.
And what, I've been seeing on the news and stuff like that with school opening and, other parts of the country and kids getting COVID, teachers getting, and it just kind of, we're in a hot spot state.
No kidding,
And Hillsborough County is,
hot spot county.
I'm at the northern end of it, but I also am gonna have to go interact with people at the main offices and
Right.
whatnot. So I'm just, I feel like I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't
I
sometimes.
understand. I feel that way too sometimes. But, I forgot.
We've covered a lot of this already. I wrote GetRx at Walmart, and that was a big deal. He said, I'll probably do that tomorrow. He said the shipment won't be until later on this afternoon.
Okay, it's medicine I was supposed to take last night,
They didn't have it.
but that's okay, I'll take it when they get it.
Alright. Before we left this caseworker, social worker, whatever, and that was mainly the transportation thing.
Yeah.
So, okay, we discussed your diet and getting up and getting a little bit more active for yourself.
Yeah.
Simply because you need to.